Well, joining us now are three members of a high school hockey team that Don Simmonds coaches, and I think I'll just throw it over to Don to introduce his Uxbridge Tigers.
Thank you, Ron. Well, thanks, guys, for coming in this morning. I know we're not at the rink practicing, but probably let you sleep in another 15 minutes later, or even coming to Burlington this morning. Meet Tavis Smith, who's last year's captain, who's at the University of Western Ontario in London this year, and then Joel Dolson, who is this year's captain, their current team, and then one of our most intensive forward players, Kyle Arbour, is with us this morning. I'd like to introduce them to everyone and
welcome.
All right,
and chat just a little bit with
Great having you here. Tavis, what's it like being coached by Don Simmonds?
Well, you know, it's an interesting experience. It's not your typical high school experience. It's not your typical hockey coach experience. Mm-hmm. He's got a unique way of bringing in life lessons, and I feel like I learned a lot as a person from Don, in addition to the experience we got playing hockey. And I think it's a unique way to go about coaching a hockey team.
And I know there's a theme, Don, that you use with the team, winning at hockey and winning at life.
Right, and that's, I mean, that's what Tavis is really talking about. So thanks, Tavis. It warms my heart to think that that's your memory, is the twofold, because we are a very competitive hockey team, and these guys don't let any opponent get to them. In fact, Joel, fill us in on this year's progress.
Well, this year we did very well, had a very productive season. We finished second in our loss of division, and we won 2 hard playoff rounds and ended up in the loss of finals, where we unfortunately lost to St. Mary's this year. But it was an overall productive year.
And we predict that St. Mary will be the #1 ranked team in Ontario going into OFSA. So we wish we'd won, though.
Yes, we did.
We're never happy with silver, but nevertheless. Now, what's the captain mean to you, Tavis?
Well, when I was selected for captain at the beginning of last season, it was my second year on the team, and it was a really. I wouldn't tell anyone that I was hoping that it would happen, but I really was. And to get that support from your teammates and learn from them, learn that they trust you to lead them, is a pretty special feeling. And I think Joel would agree with me on that. And I'm really grateful for the opportunity that they gave me, because it wasn't anything it wasn't something I took, it's something that my teammates gave to me, and I think that's a really special feeling.
And you led our team to a championship in Lake Placid. It was a very interesting tournament. It was the American Cup for high school hockey, and a great place to play. And just tell us about that tournament.
There's a photo there of is that the team there at Lake Placid, Don?
It is.
Yeah, that's our team, and that was also a really unique experience, something I've never done before. We played on the same arena that the 1980 Miracle on Ice took place. That was we played at least one game on that rink. And that was a tournament that we really came together, I think, as friends, more so than a team, and that led to our team success, because we had been really separated group prior to that, and the bonding that we went through while we were there really, it was a special time and the highlight of my life in terms of hockey, for sure.
And Kyle, at the end of that tournament, all three of you were on that team. You watched a grown man cry.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Well, not what you'd normally think. It was actually, I think I speak for the whole team when I say it was an amazing thing to see that you as a coach are so emotionally attached, and that winning something as awesome as the Lake Placid tournament could break you down in such a way was really moving. I think a lot of us were inspired by that.
Well, you played so much beyond yourselves, in a sense, to capture that tournament. It was fantastic. So, Joel, how is a captain chosen then on the Tigers team?
Well, each year they're voted on by the team. So the players pick the captains a little way into the season, so they get a grasp of who you are and all that. Plus, we go to school with each other, so yeah, we're voted on.
How would you characterize the greatest need in the youth that you hang out with?
That's a good question. There's so many. One that comes to my mind is is communication as well as guidance is a big one for me. Guidance from your peers and other mentors that you believe in, and that on big decisions that we all know that teenagers have today.
Great. And I've just been told we have some footage of you guys playing hockey. So why don't we turn to that? This is recent footage, and
there they are.
Joel, you're number 3.
Yes.
So I think you might show up here a little bit.
Now who's doing the play-by-play here?
Fire away there, Kyle.
Okay, that's Cranley. Let's see.
That's the opposing team.
Yes,
coming
unfortunately,
at us, right?
yeah. They'll be shut down. Don't worry. Oh, yeah. Let's see.
Did you win this game?
Blue line.
We did.
This game, yeah.
Oh, this is a goal that we scored against Dwyer.
Okay, here they come. He shoots. He scores!
Hey, Good stuff. This is Canada. I throw a little French in there.
Now, and just while that's finishing, I just want to talk to Kyle for a moment, because Kyle, this particular, you've been on the team for 2 years, and this particular year, you're a very polite young man, and I've known your family, and this particular year you came a little bit different. You seemed different than last year. You had some challenges personally. What's behind those challenges?
Well, actually, I'm sure a lot of people out there can understand. It's just my parents started going through their separation, so that was difficult. But hockey really provided me with a really constructive outlet, and I had a great support system from all my members of the team. And
you had some tough moments.
Absolutely, yeah. And it took a couple members of my team. I don't want to mention Ryan Noakes specifically, but it really took my team to pull me out, and I really, I'm thankful for them. I can say that I probably wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for them. So in that sense, absolutely, the team has been there for me 110%.
And thanks for, you're an intense player. Why do you play so intensely?
Well, a lot of the players actually seem to have, they always bring something special to the team. Like Joel's got magic hands, and Tavis is an amazing defenseman. But I always found that the thing that I brought to the team was hard work, and that's why I play with the intensity that I do. Is that's what I feel is my strength, is that no one can stop me, and I do what needs to be done.
And one last thing, Joel. Thank you, Kyle. You have a little wallet card. Tell us about that.
At the beginning of each year, you give us little wallet cards that have personal traits on them.
I'll just hold that. You can hold that up.
They have personal traits on them, and at the beginning of the meetings, each player has an opportunity to choose one of these that he thinks best suits his greatest personal trait. And for example, we have courage and honesty.
And yours was?
And mine was, what was mine? Hang on a sec. Self-discipline was mine, I believe.
And yours, Kyle?
I had industriousness, actually.
Yeah. Do you know what? I want to thank you guys for coming in today, because it means a lot to me to be involved with your team. It's an honor, actually, to be your coach and to see 3 fine young men who are going to contribute to Canada. And I'm going to actually see if Paul Henderson might rejoin us.
When I was 18, I met Howie Meeker, so I know what this feels like. Guys,
here he is right
Paul,
here.
How about some advice from the veteran, the world's most famous goal as far as I'm concerned still. How about some advice for these guys?
Well, first of all, I'd say enjoy every game. It's a sport. Yeah, you need to give it your best shot, but go out there and enjoy it. I think a lot of times I get so uptight about trying to win the game that I forgot to enjoy it. So first thing I would say, enjoy it. The second thing I'd say is give it your best shot every shift. You'll never ever feel bad about a game when you give it your best shift. And if you win, terrific. If you lose, well, you're going to lose some. So enjoy yourself, give it your best shot, and you're a fine young man. Very impressed with you.
And Paul, thanks for that. We can't not get your autograph when we're this close to you. However, I actually had these guys sign an Uxbridge Tigers puck, and I thought, hey, to autograph something for you. I mean, isn't that like, how awesome is that? Hey, Tab, there you go.
Hey. Yeah, thank you, Travis. I appreciate that. Okay. There you go.
Hey, this has been.
Can I read this or not? Because you can read mine. Okay.
5 seconds. 5 seconds, Paul.
What's that? No.
5 seconds to go.
Bye-bye. See you.